I try to dissect the 10 most typical children's protection and safeguarding team interview questions and model answers disclaimer. These are not the best answers in full, but gives you an idea of how you can answer such questions. You need to think about your own practice and add more. In this video, we will certainly talk about the 10 most typical children's protection and safeguarding team interview questions and model answers. Join me as I delve into these. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, here are the 10 typical interview questions for a children's protection and safeguarding team position, along with model answers. Get your pen and paper, folks. 1. Can you explain the role and responsibilities of a children's protection and safeguarding team? Model answer. The primary responsibility of a children's protection and safeguarding team is to ensure the safety and well-being of children at risk. This involves conducting assessments, coordinating interventions, and working with other agencies to provide support and protection for vulnerable children. You also need to be a team player, able to work towards a common goal for the team and liaising well with children and their families. One will also need to be having a good interpersonal and interagency skills. 2. How do you stay up to date with current child protection legislation and best practices? Model answer. I regularly attend training sessions, workshops and conferences related to child protection. I also subscribe to professional journals and am an active member of online forums dedicated to child safeguarding to stay informed about the latest developments in the field. I have also participated and delivered training to my team members during practice and development sessions in our team meetings. I ensure I attend training both at work and outside work to ensure my knowledge and skills are always sharpened. 3. Can you describe a challenging case you've worked on and how you handled it? Model answer. In a particularly challenging case, I encountered a child who was reluctant to speak about their situation due to fear. I built trust by establishing a rapport over several sessions, ensuring a safe environment for them to open up gradually. Eventually, we were able to gather crucial information and take appropriate action. Ensure you give an example where your skills came out clearly, and you also had positive outcomes for the children you were working with in a very difficult situation, and lay out the skills you used to get those outcomes. 4. How do you prioritize cases when dealing with limited resources and a heavy workload? Model answer. Prioritization is critical in our field. I use a risk-based approach, assessing the level of danger a child may be in and the immediacy of their needs. Cases involving immediate danger take precedence, followed by those with escalating risks. Court cases always take precedence, and priority, hence those timescales are to be adhered to. Show that you are ready and willing to work and support others in the team to ensure work is completed on time. Being a team player is very important. 5. How do you handle conflicts with colleagues or partner agencies when making child protection decisions? Model answer. I believe in open and effective communication. When conflicts arise, I prefer discussing the issue with the involved parties to find common ground and a solution that prioritizes the child's safety. Collaboration and teamwork are essential in this field. It's important to talk openly about thresholds, as this is the source of most conflicts within the interagency working environment. 6. How do you maintain confidentiality while also sharing important information with relevant parties? Model answer. I strictly adhere to confidentiality guidelines and only share information on a need-to-know basis, and when ensuring I share information to aid in risk management. When it's necessary to share information, I do so following established protocols and ensuring that the child's best interests are protected. I'm able to follow agency protocols to ensure there is no data breach and work within the GDPR guidelines. I am able to attend relevant training when required as well. 7. What strategies do you use to engage with and gain the trust of children and their families? Model answer. Building trust is fundamental. I take a child-centered and family-focused approach, actively listening to their concerns, showing empathy, and involving them in decision-making whenever possible. Building rapport through consistent, respectful communication is key. I often involve myself in activities that the child is interested in, and that way it helps to build trust. I also stick to guidelines and openly talk about expectations, and I do not promise what I can't deliver. It's important to bring this out. 8. How do you handle stress and emotional challenges in this line of work? Model answer. Self-care is crucial in our field. I manage stress by maintaining a healthy work-life balance, seeking supervision and support when needed, and practicing mindfulness techniques to stay resilient and focused on my responsibilities. Talk about the practical activities that you do to wind down which are positive, like going to the gym, reading, jogging, etc. 9. Can you provide an example of a successful intervention or preventive measure you've implemented to protect a child? Model answer. In a case involving a child at risk of domestic violence, I collaborated with a multi-agency team to secure a safe placement for the child and provide counseling for the family. Regular follow-ups and support led to a significant improvement in the child's well-being. As stated earlier, this is a chance to showcase your skills and how you're able to bring about your expertise in bringing positive outcomes for children. 10. How do you stay objective and non-judgmental when dealing with families in difficult situations? Model answer. I remind myself that my role is to protect the child's welfare, not to judge. I approach each case with empathy, cultural sensitivity, and a focus on understanding the family's challenges, which helps me make impartial decisions in the child's best interest. Talk about how you are culturally competent and how you are also able to change your schedule to accommodate emergency situations, and how flexible you are when working with families. Talk about how your knowledge of support services helps you in bridging your work with families to bring good outcomes. Remember that in an interview, it's essential to tailor your answers to your specific experiences and the requirements of the position. These model answers are not exhaustive, but they can serve as a foundation for your responses. You need to cement your answers with live and relevant examples. I hope this helps. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to hear more.